Merry Christmas. I'm here to tell you a story. I don't know if it's much of a Christmas story, but it's a story just the same. And it's my Christmas present to all of you. We're going to tell you about a girl named Elizabeth and her exit, which is convenient because the title is Elizabeth's Exit. So let me begin. Elizabeth winced at the sudden, sharp pain in her abdomen. A churning, bubbling broth of diarrhea sloshed around with each bump in the road as she accelerated, hoping to make it home, and into the bathroom before suffering the indignity of shitting her pants and the driver's seat of her SUV. The driveway felt like an oasis as she pulled into her usual spot. Clenching her cheeks, awkwardly sliding through the car door, she began shuffling, baby step walk, across the concrete, suddenly aware that she would never make it inside, and certainly not all the way to the bathroom. Each step was like a piston driving down, slamming through her intestines, into her bowels, and knocking at the back door from the inside. The pressure, too great for her to contain it, continued growing past the tipping point, and it was all she could do to frantically pull her pants down before a jet of steaming fluid exploded from her asshole and across the driveway. If there were an Olympic competition for throwing feces, she'd have surely received a silver medal. With practice and a better angle of projection, maybe a gold medal would have been in her future. The semi-solid traces of the morning's breakfast seemed to spell out a message in the splash patterns sprayed across the garage door. Kneeling to get a closer look, she traced the symbols, reading them like tea leaves. But if she hoped to find some hint of what the future held in store, she was sorely disappointed. All she ended up with was shit on her hands, and a smell that seemingly would not exit her nostrils. And it was at that moment when her father pulled into the driveway. As she hoisted herself up to her haunches, the waistband still around her knees, a second explosive discharge erupted, this time coating the windshield of her father's sedan, occluding his vision and startling him. He slammed his right foot onto the gas pedal instead of the brake, the body of the car surging forward, crushing his daughter against the splintered door of the garage, and fulfilling the future she'd been unable to read in the message she'd attempted to interpret. She always suspected that she'd never make it to old age, and she was right. She didn't even make it to dinner. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoy your dinners, and try to avoid diarrhea.